5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
One of the best sides in the competition, the Delhi Capitals, led by Shreyas Iyer, have already won 2 matches in a row. But they are up against a team which has lost 2 matches in a row. Sunrisers Hyderabad, led by David Warner. Now remember, Sunrisers Hyderabad have that dynamite duo, Bairstow and Warner right at top. But they do not really have a middle order, to put it mildly. So it's key that Williamson plays today. We will get you the lowdown on the big Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Delhi Capitals game up ahead. But first we have to talk about that game that we saw last night. Another day, another super over. Mumbai Indians versus Royal Challengers Bangalore. Very interestingly, both Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli failed. But this match was an instant classic, an absolutely unbelievable thriller. Here's how it unfolded.
Find his keeping wicket next match as well. Oh, that's massive.
90 runs needed of the last 5 overs, and Mumbai almost did the unthinkable.
He's gone again. He's got it out of here. Zampa, the heat is on him.
Ishan Kishan and Kieron Pollard were unstoppable as Bangalore bowlers were smashed to all corners of the park.
We've seen a couple of batsmen perish, but that one has gone all the way.
Dropped chances did not help Bangalore scores as the equation came down to 31 of the last 2 overs.
Pass through the hands of the man who's been...
Navdeep Saini tried his best, but still Ishan Kishan managed a 6 of the speedster in the penultimate over.
A 6, they got a 6.
19 required of the final over. Ishan hit Isuru Udana for back-to-back 6s, and now Mumbai needed 5 of the last 2 deliveries.
Game on, folks! No! 2 to go! What is this? They need 5! From 2! Missed it!
Ishan Kishan was caught on 99 of the penultimate delivery and missed out on a very well-deserved ton.
In the deep. So, a little bit more elevation. I'm sure that came out of the middle. What an innings.
With 5 needed of the final ball, Kieron Pollard hit a boundary to take the tie into a super over.
Super over, folks. We have got a super over. How have the Mumbai Indians done this?
Game 10, second super over. What is this, folks? This is the IPL and this is brilliant.
In the super over, Navdeep Saini bowled brilliantly and restricted Pollard and Hardik Pandya to just 7 runs.
Third ball's been brilliant. Massive. Massive delivery. It's drilled the man who's just moved there. Swing and a miss. They'll come through.
Jasprit Bumrah too was up to the task and took the game to the last ball.
Okay. Scores are tied again.
Bangalore needed 1 of the final delivery, and Virat Kohli took his team over the line with a boundary.
Able to keep their pressure or expel the pressure of that final ball.
Sports Bureau, India Today.
It's all about RCB are the victors tonight.
Let's begin with the Maruti Suzuki Ignis stylish player of the match. Someone who almost gave Mumbai the W courtesy his grit, determination and sheer talent. Take a bow, Ishan Kishan. Mumbai were reeling at 39 for 3 and then 78 for 4 while chasing a mammoth total of 201 runs. The 22-year-old Ishan Kishan just did not give up. He hit 9 sixes, 2 fours and he fell just 1 run short of a century. Sunny bhai, Ishan Kishan, how impressive was this youngster?
He was very, very impressive. We've seen him over the last couple of years, but he hasn't been very consistent. We all know, we've seen him and get runs in the IPL, that he's got the ability. But of course, this format is also such that sometimes it's hard to be consistent, simply because you're looking to play a shot just about every ball. And as a youngster, you can make the wrong selection of shots to play. But his innings yesterday was something else because it was really, really hot, despite the fact that they were playing in the evening. The humidity was such that you could see that, people were sweating. And then as he was explaining after he got out, that the gloves were wet and therefore the grip on the bat, came off. So he wasn't the glove. He wasn't quite able to hold the bat as well as he would have wanted. And that's why instead of going for a 6, it went for a catch on the boundary line to that fielder. But what an inning he played.
Yes, but Sunny sir, wasn't it heartbreaking? I mean, he misses the century by 1 run and then they just make 7 runs in the super over. Would you agree with me that sending Hardik Pandya was not the right... I mean, you have the hitman himself is there in the team. Why not Rohit Sharma with Pollard?
Well, they could have even continued with the Kishan because he was seeing the ball like a football at that stage.
Yeah.
Just a matter of, waiting for, batting for about 5 minutes. And then it didn't have to come and field because for that 1 over, which was there when Mumbai would be defending whatever total, also because of the fact that when you look at where the bowling was going to be, that super over was going to be bowled from, it was clear that it was going to be bowled from an end where for a left-hander, the boundary would be shorter, for the right-hander, the boundary would be longer.
Yeah.
And that's how, we saw Rohit Sharma get out while they were batting in the first in the game itself. So it was just a given, that send that young man in. He's seeing the ball well. Let him continue with that. And they could have ended up with maybe another 10 runs and that could have made the difference.
Right, now let's talk about 2 of the most destructive batsmen in the game who were in top form yesterday. It's Kieron Pollard and AB de Villiers. Very interestingly, both of these batsmen faced the same number of balls. Exactly. 24 balls for AB, 24 balls for Pollard. 24 balls, AB makes 55 not out. Pollard goes for 60 not out in the match. Pollard hits 5 huge sixes. But I consider Pollard's innings as just incredible. So was AB's. But Pollard, remember, was chasing. He was chasing this huge total of 201. And remember, they were 78 for 4. So, Sunny Bhai, how do you compare these 2 innings? I know AB got the man of the match, but my man of the match was Ishan Kishan, and even Pollard was out of the world yesterday. He's always dependable.
Well, you see, when you're chasing with an asking rate of more than 10, and when you bat in the way he did, coming in the last quarter of the innings, and to score that well, that actually takes precedence. Because if you're batting in the first innings, there's no pressure of the asking rate. There's no pressure of trying to sort of keep every ball as not a dot ball, score of everything. So yes, clearly I think Kieron Pollard's innings would be just a little bit above, not too much above, because AB de Villiers was also unbelievably outstanding. I mean, the ease with which he hits those shots is incredible. It's a delight to watch him bat.
Yes, it was like Diwali came early in the UAE. But Boria, for you, Pollard is so dependable. I mean, that's why they have those 4 IPL trophies.
Yeah, having said that, there was a drop catch. I would rate AB de Villiers' innings slightly ahead because Pollard did give a couple of opportunities. And those opportunities should have been taken. I mean, Pawan Negi is a reliable fielder. All he had to do, and he didn't have to move. He was standing there. And it was a clear catch. And that's why, for me, AB de Villiers is ahead. Because AB de Villiers came and then had to accelerate towards the end, get his team past 200. Here you are chasing whatever. You know what you have in mind. See, if you really want to sort of compare Pollard with de Villiers, that's not a comparison because AB de Villiers is perhaps the greatest of all time in white ball cricket. But Pollard, the magic about Pollard, and recently, after he has taken over captaincy, his game has improved 10 notches.
Right.
And that's the striking point. Then he all of a sudden explodes. And the moment the drop catch happened, if you see my tweet, I said, oh God, because now he'll take over. And that's what happened.
Boria, talking about drop catches, I would like to remind you, even Rohit dropped Finch, who was looking just out of sorts, and he made 50. But let's go on. Now, while RCB somehow, some way were able to just weather the Mumbai Storm and win on the last ball of the super over, Virat Kohli's form is a cause of concern. In the last 3 innings, King Kohli had just made a total of 19 runs. He made 3 of 11 balls yesterday. That's almost 2 overs before Rahul Chahar got him for just 3 runs. Sunny Bhai. Virat Kohli, does he take this positively and can this impact his batting back in form?
Look, he's a team player. I don't think personal runs matter to him as long as the team is winning. So I don't think he's going to think too much about the fact that he hasn't got runs. Yes, at the end of the day, he will sit down, have a look at the videos of how he got out in all the 3 matches and try and learn from that. But also must remember that he is coming because of the starts that they are getting from Finch and Devdutt Padikkal. He's coming at a stage where there is no point, no time at all to get his eye in. Every batsman likes to, hit the ball around, field the ball in the middle of the bat, and then go for the big shots. He's not getting that opportunity at all because they've got a fabulous opening pair in this left-hand, right-hand combination of Padikkal and Finch. So, look, great players also can go through a slightly lean period. This is just the beginning of the tournament. There's a whole lot of matches still to come. And like I said on the Star show yesterday, that every season the man scores 500, 600 runs in the IPL. This season also, it's going to be that. It might be a little bit later, but he'll make up for it.
He definitely will. I think there's no doubt about that. King Kohli is due for runs, and that's a good sign because they've already won 2 games without Kohli's contribution. So let's look ahead. But I also want to mention Navdeep Saini, outstanding, and the unsung hero of last night's game was Washington Sundar. But on to the big battle tonight. Shreyas Iyer versus David Warner. It's the Delhi Capitals versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. What happens from here? Warner's not looking his usual self. Shreyas Iyer seems to be just, he's in some magical sort of form. They have that magic touch. Delhi beat Punjab. Remember that super over game. Last game, they just sort of annihilated Chennai. So Shreyas Iyer versus David Warner. Sunny Bhai, how do you look at this tonight?
Well, Delhi Capitals, because of the fact that they have won their first 2 games, because of the way they are at this particular auction, they have, really bought well. They have strengthened the areas that they needed to strengthen, like in their bowling, for example. Their batting has always been very good. And so they look the team in form. And when you're playing a team which has lost 2 matches, one of them very close match, then, you start to, in that particular dressing room where you've lost those 2 matches, doubts start to creep in. They need, if SRH have to stay in the tournament, they need to turn it around very, very quickly. They need to do well, lose very narrowly to believe that, yes, they can do it. If they lose by margins, big margins, then the feeling in the change room is going to be, it doesn't look like this is going to be our year.
Boria, my favorite, Kane Williamson. Come on, they have to play him now. As I said, they don't really seem to have any middle order.
No, he's playing tonight. From what I understand from the Sunrisers Hyderabad, the sources, Kane Williamson is playing tonight. So it will be Kane Williamson, Johnny Bairstow, obviously David Warner and Manish Pandey. So the batting will be bolstered. And they have Williamson as anchor and the rest of them will rotate. And Warner, he was about to explode in that last game and it was a soft dismissal after that drinks break when the concentration snapped for a micro millisecond. So Williamson will play Sushant, so you will be happy, all of us will be happy. I think this is the turnaround moment for Sunrisers. But before I give it to you and Sunny Bhai, when you talk Virat Kohli, he is not in form, he's not getting runs. In that mindset, he has the courage, the power, the mental strength to come out against a Jasprit Bumrah in a super over. That tells you what he's made of. Champion and an absolute champion.
Right. That's undeniable, Boria. Well, stay with me, gentlemen. Time for a short break now. When we come back, I'm going to ask Sunil Gavaskar and Boria Majumdar who's winning that big game tonight. Hyderabad. Welcome back. You're watching Lights, Camera, Cricket. I'm Sushant Mehta. Well, Sunny Bhai, who's winning tonight? Hyderabad or Delhi?
Delhi Capitals, kind of form they are in. Delhi Capitals are definitely high on confidence. So I do believe that they will win today as well.
Right. Boria.
Sunny Bhai has said, Delhi, let's make it the night of the underdog. Don't give a wicket to Kagiso Rabada and then the script changes. Williamson, Warner and Manish Pandey. Come on, David Warner, time for you to get that big 100.
Wishful thinking, my friend, wishful thinking. I'm supporting Delhi Capitals to win it all. Thank you so much for talking to us, both of you, Boria Majumdar and the great legend, Sunil Gavaskar. That's all for today. See you same time tomorrow on ESPN.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.